So what do we know about this classified alien technology we're after?
That it's classified, alien, and technological.
That's not much to go on.
Yeah, just the way Falk likes it.
The man knows how to keep a secret. Carter, drone's headed for the creek. Cut through that cow shed.
Roger that. They're after the same tech we are. We do. Thank them for finding it for us, then blow them away.
Scatter on that spot! Attack! Taking it down!
Lifting!
We're sitting ducks! Need orders! Get down! Saved my life.
That's your target!
Attacking your target!
Take it out!
It's mine!
Oh, thanks. I needed that. Walk it off! Lay down a mine! Attack!
Targeting now! The drone, it's healing him! Target eliminated! They're all dead. Let's get moving.
Carter, how accustomed are you to being kept in the dark on a mission?
What do you mean?
I mean, Falk sends you out in the pouring rain and won't even tell you what you're after.
Ours is not to wonder why, Barnes. You fellas bring your swim trunks?
What? You afraid of a little water?
No, I'm afraid of what might be in the water.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Drones. They must be headed to the artifact.
Barnes, we spotted them.
I see it, Carter. Head down the river.
Spot. Contact!
Those blobs did us a favor.
Huh?
That flatbed they toppled gives us a way up.
I really don't see what harm there is in telling us what this technology is.
Maybe they don't know what it is.
Then they could at least tell us that.
Just be ready for evac. I don't want to stick around any longer than I have to.
We got hot!
Take it down! Attack!
Target confirmed! Carved up enough! Almost got it! All targets down! Uh-oh.
secure. Hey, drop that, you son of a bitch! That's ours! Holy shit!
Stay focused, gentlemen.
They're holding the line!
Mind that area.
Mine deployed!
That's your target.
Go! We're getting through!
On me.
On the CO! Ready!
Alley-oop! Take it down!
Got it!
Take it out!
It's mine! Nice one, boss!
We did it. Holy Christ, we did it!
Yeah. Come on, let's get moving before we have to do it again. Barnes, we got it. Whatever it is.
No, ticking sounds or hissing fuses, though, right?
No.
Great. Setting down now.
Agent Carter, report to the engineering wing. William Carter to the engineering wing. Attention all personnel. We have confirmed reports of outsider structures being built outside of St. Louis. No attacks reported, but sleepwalker infection has spiked in the area. Population is being evacuated. End report.
think I would like that, Mr. Falk. I think I would like that very much.
You are Dr. Heinrich Dressner, correct?
Yeah, Mr. Falk.
And do you understand why I am interviewing you today?
Officially or unofficially?
None of this will be in the final records of your immigration. Officially, our commitments at Yalta mean we must turn you away.
And yet, here we both are.
Yes, well, we can't risk losing a mind like yours to the Soviets, now can we?
Ha! You need not worry about that, sir. There is a reason I surrendered to your soldiers.
What reason is that?
I do not like their cold winters.
Very funny. Regardless, we need to talk about your past affiliations.
What is there to say? What was done was terrible, wasteful, inhuman. I have regrets, but I had no part in that. No way to prevent it.
You could have left.
At the time, I did have a family to support. Also, I feared my once great nation would turn to the Communist Party.
So you supported the alternative?
Only at first. By the time I saw what they truly were, it was too late to escape. I'm a scientist, Mr. Falk. I understand physics, fluid dynamics, chemical reactions. But I cannot see the future. I cannot predict the horrors of my fellow man.
We can't offer you atonement, Doctor. But we can offer you a chance to use your skills to help people.
Calm yourself, Doctor. Irrationality will not help us identify enemy infiltrators.
Calm while you perform tests on men, like livestock.
These tests serve to protect them, and after all, they are all volunteers.
Maybe, but we're still not certain of what side effects.
Ah, William, welcome to our newly refitted laboratory. I'm certain that Dr. Veer would love to give you a tour of the facilities. Yeah, Herr Doctor?
Yes, of course. I'll just leave Heinrich to his tests. Down here is what we call the workshop. It's where we test the new equipment and applications. It's all quite experimental, so don't use anything here until it's been cleared for the field.
Lawrence, have you seen these latest findings? Just a moment, Alan. I'm finishing a minor change to your calculations. Oh, to hell with bloody hell. That's brilliant. No, I don't know about all that. It's just a minor change. You would have done it yourself. In time.
Maybe, but you're the one who did it today. If
I'm not careful, you'll be replacing me as head of this project.
And take away your prized work? Anyway, what was it you wanted to show me?
What? Oh, it's these new transmissions that we've been receiving. Dr. Rossi believes they may be extraterrestrial in origin. Take a look.
Extraterrestrial transmissions? You don't say.
Think of it. Intelligent life on other worlds. A culture more advanced than ours, reaching across the void to welcome us to the Brotherhood of the Stars.
Alan, you're making some rather dangerous assumptions.
Oh, I know it could be nothing. Some Soviet trick, perhaps. But think, Lawrence. If it really is from another planet, why, someday our Vengate project could bridge our worlds.
Yes, I suppose that could be possible.
Why, this could be human history.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Here we go. As you see, we have the automated turret deployed, but it cannot draw a line of sight on any targets. You can lift a target out from behind its cover to get a clear shot. But if you face many targets, it might be a better option to lift your turret instead. Go ahead and try. The engineers are especially proud of the gyroscopic stabilization that makes that possible. It'd be a shame not to put it to use in the field.
Is that all?
The boys in the lab just wanted to make sure you knew all your options in the field. Never know when it'll come in handy. As you may have guessed from the glow, this is where we store element 115, or Illyrium. Understanding it is vital to our ability to adapt and adopt outsider technology. But so far our results have been mixed, at best. But I'm sure you didn't come here just for a guided tour. I'll leave you to your duties, William. Agent Carter, I fear I haven't properly expressed my gratitude for the rescue you provided me.
Just happy to have a man like you on board. We need all the help we can get.
Appreciated, Carter. I hope I live up to your expectations.
Shame we couldn't rescue more survivors from Rosemont.
Yes, of course. At the very least, it would be a tremendous help to have Lawrence here.
He was an outsider, Doctor.
That didn't keep him from being an excellent lab assistant. And a friend.
Did you know that your assistant was one of them?
Yes, well, believe it or not, I'm as shocked as you. More so, I dare say. He was so dedicated, so curious. But that's no excuse. I mean, how could I have been such a fool?
You're lying. I'm supposed to believe you worked side by side with an enemy operative and never had any idea. And they call you a genius.
Believe what you will, Agent, I was fooled. And by someone I came to care quite deeply about. I don't expect you to fathom the intricacies of human emotion, but I don't care for your insinuations. I am as much a patriot as any enlisted man.
They didn't hire me for my sensitivity, Doc. Sorry if my heart doesn't go out for a traitorous alien.
The question is, traitorous to whom? He provided us with invaluable information.
Your assistant mentioned something called Mosaic. Said you were the key to it. Seemed to have something to do with the measurements you were taking. Any idea what he meant by that?
I don't know much about it at all, other than it controls the Vengates connecting our worlds, and it also seems to exact some degree of influence over the denizens of that world. As to why Lawrence regarded me as the key to it remains a mystery.
But what is it? Is it a thing? Or a person? What is it?
I wish I knew, Agent. It could be any number of things. A natural force, a psychological disorder. One thing is certain, however. It does seem to be accessible via physical technology.
The people we saw back there. The stuck ones. The ones who can't stop doing the same thing over and over. What's the skinny on them? Are they us? Or are they them?
Be honest, I haven't the foggiest. I can say it was horrifying to witness my students, one by one, falling victim to the condition.
How does it operate? Why does it only take some people?
A mystery as yet, but one I aim to get to the bottom of. I did notice trends, more students than professors, more whites than blacks. Nothing I can yet identify as the source.
Before I go, tell me, why are you so valuable? Falk seems to think we can't win this thing without you.
I suppose he regards the work I've been doing with ARPA as essential. I've been tracking audio signals gathered via telemetry. I shopped my findings around the scientific community for months.
Anything concrete?
Only subtle results, but Marin, Director Falk, recognized their import. I thought it was merely a curious anomaly, but he felt it was a warning. Guess now we know who was right.
How are we looking?
Target recognition, aiming, and execution all check. Looking good. I'm telling you, this thing is going to be every agent's best friend.
Sure. Carter, we could use an agent's opinion on the graviton nullification. Could you press that button?
Whoa! Oh, get me down!
Looks like it works on biological substances. Let's switch that to a gradual reintroduction of normal gravity.
So, agents are using this to immobilize targets in the field?
Among other things, it's been a big help in construction, too.
Seems like it'd be a revolution for aircraft, too.
Oh,
whoa!
You haven't heard about
Get me down!
Other project, have you?
Oh, what are you talking about?
Nothing, never mind.
They say these people's eyes are black. Just solid black.
Are you serious? Why? What's wrong with them?
The machines were growing. Like freaking mold.
Ah, what do you know about it? You weren't even there.
I know people. I got knowledge.
No, they all want some crazy ray gun. Carter, what's this I hear about people sleepwalking through cities?
It's some sort of sickness. Just another way those bastards are killing us out there.
What, the death rays aren't doing the job fast enough?
The infection doesn't seem to do any physical harm, except to their looks. Just traps them in their own head.
And that's better than being dead, is it?
Tell me more about that friend in the service. Anything like the sleepwalkers?
Well, I can't say it was too similar. I mean, poor old Ken didn't have black gunk all over his eyes to start. But the things he saw when we were in the Great War...
Terrible things happen during war.
Anyway, he never got over the shock. And Marin and I never got over what happened to him. I just hope we can do more for those sleepwalkers.
How are our food and water supplies?
We should be able to hold off for another month, maybe more with tighter rationing.
You've known the old man for a while. Has he always been this paranoid?
No, not at all. In fact, I remember when he used to be a naive new recruit.
What happened to him?
Well, it's not hardly my place to tell his life story. But let's just say that sort of attitude doesn't last after the third time a refugee pulls a gun on you.
That's enough prying for now.
Any time, Carter.
How do we know we don't have more of them in here? If there was another one, don't you think it would have come? Maybe not.
Damage is unknown, believed to be severe. We will relay further information as it becomes available. End report.
I'm sure Falk has the lab coats found some way to track him down.
Wasn't the spy invisible? How are they gonna know if there's another one around watching them?
Damn, you're right.
Carter, join me. We need to have a talk, Carter. I don't like it when my agents go off the rails, Carter. Never ignore my orders again. You're lucky things turned out as well as they did with Dr. Weir's rescue. I'll overlook it this time. I understand the situation is getting to you.
Weaver tell you that? Or you just figured it out on your own?
I need to know I can trust you, Carter. I took a big risk including you in this operation, and I'm about to take another.
In case you forgot, I was the one who caught the infiltrator.
I'm well aware, and you're going to help us interrogate the captive. But we absolutely cannot afford another breach, especially not now. We can't afford to let any of our information become public.
I've been wanting to have a talk with that infiltrator.
There's a lot we can learn from him, but right now, there's one piece of info that could help us end the war.
What's that?
Where to strike.
Impressive. But can it win the war?
It can give us a fighting chance.
That's an impressive flying saucer you've built.
Actually, the Air Force was already toying with a prototype like this. Our German associate just made a few modifications, including everything we could steal from the outsiders.
How does it handle?
When it's finished, it'll be faster and more maneuverable than anything in the skies.
But can it take on one of their battleships?
In a head-to-head fight, no. But it won't need to. Watch.
Nifty little trick.
Dr. Dresner is particularly proud of that one. He's been invaluable to the project. We've dubbed the craft the Avenger.
Can it get through those Venn gates of theirs?
That's what we need you to find out.
How do we know we can take them out in one strike?
Weir's been studying their transmissions, and he believes they're coming from a single source.
That's this mosaic thing they talk about?
Yes. The doctor says his measurements prove that it's some sort of central command, possibly even a single being. And if our tests are correct, it is indeed more than just some sort of radio network.
How so?
After studying the infiltrator's implants and physiology, we believe it connects directly to the minds of the outsiders.
So if we take out Mosaic's core, we shut down every outsider on this planet.
That's the idea. But we need to know more.
What do we know about the infiltrator?
We've been running a barrage of tests on him. Preliminary interrogation, medical checks. The boys in the lab even took a look at the devices implanted in him.
Find anything useful?
We don't even know his name. Or if his kind even have names. But we have reason to believe he'll be more responsive now.
What happened? Lock him in solitary for a couple weeks?
You might be closer than you think. In a recent examination, our surgeons removed this from his head. We think it's some kind of communication device.
He was bugged?
We're not sure. Weir thinks it was his connection to Mosaic.
That's their communication network.
According to Dr. Weir, yes. Whatever it is, ever since we removed this thing, the infiltrator's been less aggressive, more morose.
Interesting. I'll see what I can get out of the infiltrator.
Good. We've got him in a containment center in the lab, built especially for him.
Got his own luxury suite, huh? That ought to soften him up.
Don't count on it.
How gentle do I need to be?
Just be careful. He's the only captive we have.
Can move in any direction?
Like a helicopter?
Yes, if a helicopter was twice as durable, 5 times faster, and could fly through a vacuum.
Ah, that makes quite a difference.
Shut it down! Shut it down before it blows! No, wait! We need to test the thresholds!
Yes, we really should see when it explodes.
Are you two crazy? Shut it down!
Did you see that lift? Wunderbar. Never before have I seen its equal.
Sure, if you don't mind your crew splattered all over the walls.
Of course. But that is why we do this radio-controlled test beforehand, yeah?
There's no way you're getting me in one of those flying saucers until you work out the eject system.
Nonsense. If we are careful and precise in our work, we will have no need of ejection systems.
We might not need one, but I'm the one who's going to be piloting that thing.
I still don't understand why you don't want us to design weaponry for this new craft. Yes, we have a very promising prototype.
No!
9.
How long before it's up and flying?
First man test flights in a few days. Man, I wouldn't want to be Barnes. Don't you have faith in your calculations? Sure, but maybe not in yours.
Serious. We're down here, locked up in interrogation. So, the one place we know is safe. Just
shiner for me, will ya?
The infiltrator's right inside, Agent Carter. If you need anything, just ask.